Okay. Chapter 1, Section 1, page 5. There won't be anything in this section that you haven't done before. It's just going to be a little bit more complex than what you've done before, maybe. Expressions and formulas. An expression does not have an equal sign. It doesn't have a greater than or less than symbol. It's just one side of an equation. If we were to take this x equals part out, that division problem would be an expression, just one side of an equation or formula. Same thing would be true if we covered the other side. That x would be an expression that could somehow be simplified, reduced. That's about all you can do to it. Variables are letters used to represent unknown quantities. Expressions that contain at least one variable are called algebraic expressions. You can evaluate an algebraic expression by replacing each variable with a number and then applying the order of operations. Here's some key steps right here. Example 1. Evaluate m plus the quantity p minus 1 quantity squared if m equals 3 and p equals negative 4. If we flip over to the exercises, the very first set of exercises we have to do say, evaluate each expression. If a equals negative 2, b equals 3, c equals 4.2. So the first part of your work is going to be exactly like example 1. So they wrote out this equation. And now what they're going to do is they wrote out the expression equals. And then they replaced each of the variables with its value from up here. Then use the order of operations until you finally reduce it as far as it will go. How will you know when you've reached the end? Caitlin? When there's no more math to do. When there's absolutely no more math to do, then you know that you've reached the end. I'm going to give you an expression, plug the numbers into it, work it out. Now, can you just type it in your calculator right here? Theoretically, yes, it will give you the correct answer. For our work, no, because you need to do each of those steps. Everybody got that? Next page, next example. Evaluate, here's an expression, if A equals 5 and B equals negative 3.2. Exactly the same thing. It's just that expression is a little bit more complex. Same way with the B part. Here's an expression. Here are all the values for the variables. Plug them in. Work it out. Now, when you're evaluating a fraction like this one, simplify all of the top, treat it as one problem, then simplify all of the bottom, treat it as one problem, until you get down to the very end where you have a number over a number. When you can't go any farther on the top and you can't go any farther on the bottom, that's when you start looking at, can I reduce that fraction? Yes or no? Real world example 3. The formula for the volume of a cone. Volume equals 1/3 pi radius squared times height. Can be used to approximate the volume of a tornado. Find the approximate volume of the tornado at the right. In this formula, V is what we're solving for. If we just pretend like it's not there, now it becomes just like all the work that the other two examples showed us. We go get a value for R, we go get a value for H, we plug them in, and we keep reducing until we can't go any farther. Over here in the picture, here's the height, here's the radius. For R, plug in 75. For H, plug in 225. And then continue using the order of operations until you can't go any farther. In short, just plug the numbers in and work it out. So let's look at the work. Number 1. This is the way your work should look. Number 1 is A minus 2B plus 3C, where A equals -2, B equals 3, C equals 4.2. Now you're only going to have to write this A, B, and C one time, just one time, on your paper. Can you see it, George? Yeah. This equals, well, A is -2, so -2. Since it's a negative number, I'm going to go ahead and put it in parentheses just so I don't get confused. Minus 2 times B, and B is 3, plus 3 times C, and C is 4.2. In the next step, I can start with my order of operations. I've got subtraction, multiplication, addition, and multiplication. Multiplication comes before addition or subtraction, so we do the multiply part first. So -2 minus 2 times 3 is 6. Plus 3 times 4.2, I believe is 12.6. At this point we have subtraction and addition. They're of equal importance, so it doesn't matter which one we do first. We're just going to start at the left and work right. -2 take away 6 is -8 plus 12.6. -8 plus 12.6 is 4.6. George, grab your stuff. Bonnie, grab your stuff. Okay. Leave your calculator there like you did. All right, here's what I need you to notice. I did both of these multiplications at the same time. It's okay. And wrote the result down right here. You can do the subtraction and the addition at the same time as well. And that way you skip this step right here. And you take one step out of it. Okay, so, like things, you can do in the same step. Okay, will you quit moving my glasses? Come on. All right, number 3. A plus 3 times the quantity B squared minus A plus C. A is -2, so equals -2 plus 3 times the quantity, 3 squared minus -2 plus 4.2. Equals. PEMDAS. Parentheses first. Well, we actually have 2 sets of parentheses. We've got the square bracket, and then we've got the curved parentheses.
What's the last? 4.2.
4.2.
Oh, okay.
You start on the very inside, so this is what gets done first. -2 plus 4.2. So -2 plus 3 times the quantity, 3 squared minus -2 plus 4.2 is 2.2. That set of parentheses goes away. Now we look at what we have. Addition, multiplication, parentheses, exponents. We have to do what's inside the parentheses first. Inside this set of parentheses, we have exponents and subtraction. Which one happens first?
Exponent.
Exponents. So -2 plus 3 times 9 minus 2.2. We still have parentheses, so we still have to keep working that part first. -2 plus 3 times 6.8.
You're going to times
Right
by
here?
3.
9.
You're going to times 6.8 by 3.
So do the multiplication first? No,
Yeah,
'cause
well,
that comes before addition and PEMDAS. Yeah. So -2 plus, let's see, 20.4. Is that right?
Yeah.
$18.4. Let me do one with division, and then I'll turn you loose. You want me to do number 7 or number 9?
Number 7.
Number 7. No, nothing more hard. B to the third plus AC over AB plus 2BC. Let's remember that this means multiplication. So does this, and so does this. I'm going to do this one a little bit different. I'm going to treat the top like it's a separate problem, and the bottom like it's a separate problem. So I've got 4.2 cubed plus negative 2, I'm sorry, that should have been 3, 3 cubed plus negative 2 times 4.2. And on the bottom, negative 2 times 3.
Wait.
That's a 3 right there.
It's just 3.
3.
But it's cubed.
B is 3, and it gets cubed. 2 times 3 times 4.2.
Can you make it brighter? Or like, don't turn off the lights.
No.
Yeah, because I cannot see it.
Yeah, I can't.
Okay, that's just a 3 right there. That's all that there is inside these parentheses. What? 8?
8.
Okay, I'm actually going to come down here now. I'm going to do the top first. So we've got exponents, addition, and multiplication. Which one comes first?
Exponents.
Exponents. So 3 to the third power is 27. Now, since this multiplication does not affect the 27, I'm going to go ahead and do the multiplication too. Minus 8.4.
On that one, did you just multiply the 2 or negative 2?
Then on the bottom, I've got multiplication, addition, multiply, multiply. So the multiplication comes first. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6 plus 2 times 3 is 6 times 4.2, 25.2. Yes? 27 minus 8.4. I believe that's 18.6.
Yeah.
Negative 6 plus 25.2.
19.2. So we need to simplify it?
We need to simplify now. Okay, so there's no more math to do on the top. There's no more math to do on the bottom. Now we're going to see if this fraction simplifies. So you just pick your calculator up and you do 18.6 divided by 18.6 divided by 19.2. Math, enter, enter.
31 over 32.
31 over 32. I'll bring it to you. You can look at it. Okay, so your assignment is 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 14, 16. 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 14, 16.